From femtometer for nucleons to light years for galaxies, we have created all kinds of units to measure different range of distance. But visualizing them, what does one of each distance unit looks like? Well, starting small, like really small, we have femtometer. One femtometer is a quadrillionth of a meter, which is about the size of a proton or neutron. Putting how small it is into perspective, if everything is scaled up and humans are the size of the sun, then one femtometer would be roughly about the size of a bacterium in our real world, so really small. Next, we have picometer. One picometer is a trillionth of a meter, or 1,000 femtometers, so imagine 1,000 plus protons. Once again, if humans were the size of the sun, then one picometer would be about the width of a ballpoint pen tip in real world scale. The next unit we have is angstrom. One angstrom is a 10 billionth of a meter. It is approximately the size of an atom. In human to sun scale, one angstrom would be about the size of an apple in the real world. Moving on, we have nanometer. It is a billionth of a meter, which is about the radius of a DNA strand. Again, in human to sun scale, 1 nanometer would be about the height of a guitar, or that of a toddler, playing a guitar. Our next tiny unit is micrometer, which is a millionth of a meter. It is about the length of a bacterium. Using our handy human to sun scale, then 1 micrometer will be about the height of the Burj Khalifa. You don't see it, about this high. Our last unit in this section is millimeter. 1 millimeter is 1,000th of a meter. It is roughly the size of a poppy seed, or more vividly, the width of a ballpoint pen's tip, which is about this size. Moving into more everyday units, there is centimeter. This is 100th of a meter. 1 centimeter is about the width of a standard search button. Interestingly, the like and subscribe buttons are about 1 centimeter. Well, except you are watching this on a TV or wide monitor, or please like and subscribe. Next, our first imperial system unit, we have inches. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. That is about the size of a quarter, or a paper clip, or a handy part of your body, your thumb, about the distance of the tip to the joint. Our next US unit is feet. 1 foot is 12 inches, or about 30 centimeters. An example of something that is 1 feet in size is your shoe. The average man's shoe at least. Human feet are generally smaller than 1 foot, which makes me wonder whose feet was the standard and why. Next on the imperial system is yard. 3 feet makes a yard and is just about really close to a meter. We then come to the base unit of the metric system, that is meter. 1 meter is equal to 1 meter. 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. That is about the length of a guitar, or the height of a 4-year-old toddler. For context, the average male height is 1.7 meters. Going further into long distance units, we have first, furlong. This is about 200 meters, or exactly 220 yards. It is rarely in use today and limited to mostly horse racing. 1 furlong is about the length of an average cargo ship, or about the length of 2 football fields. Next is kilometers. This is 1,000 meters, which is about the length of 10 football fields. The tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, is 828 meters tall, so very tall, but not close to our next unit, which is mile. 1 mile is 1.609 kilometer, or 5,280 feet. It is used to measure long distances, especially on roads. 1 mile is about the length of 16 football fields, or about a 15 to 20 minutes walk. Next is nautical mile. It is mostly used in air and sea navigation, and it corresponds to 1 minute of longitude across the equator, which is 1.852 kilometers in distance. That's like going around an Olympic running track 4.5 times, or just about a 20 to 25 minutes walk. Going around its circumference from the equator. The Earth is 21,600 nautical miles. Next, we have league. 1 league is equal to 3 miles. Sorry, 2.6 miles. Or is it 2.4 miles? Well, it kinda depends on the country and era. It traditionally meant the distance a person could walk in 1 hour, hence the differences. It is not used in science and engineering, but you can find it in historical or literal works like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. Going into astronomical levels, we have astronomical unit. 1 astronomical unit is the distance from the Earth to the Sun, which is about 150 million kilometers. So more like this, as around 12,000 Earths can fit into 1 astronomical unit distance. Moving at average highway speed, it will take you 177 years to cover an astronomical unit of distance. If old age doesn't get you, the gas bill will. Moving on, we have light years. This is the distance light travels in 1 year. Nearly 9.5 trillion kilometers. That is around 63,000 astronomical units. Our solar system is about 3 light years in size. And if by some scientific miracle you survive the astronomical unit journey, then covering a light year of distance by car will take you around 1.12 million years. No way you're surviving this one. Our final stop is parsec. It is based on parallax. That is the shift in a star's position when observed from 2 different points on the Earth's orbit. 1 parsec is about 31 trillion kilometers, or about 3.26 light years. If a star appears to shift by 1 arcsecond when we measure from both positions on the Earth's orbit, then it is 1 parsec away. The distance from the Sun to the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is 1.3 parsec. Traveling at your average spacecraft speed, it will still take 125,000 years to cover 1 parsec. So, from femtometer to meter to parsec, distance units are useful tools for measuring all sorts of things. Please like and subscribe, it helps the channel.